Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Sima Gold. If this is your first time, please kindly hit the subscribe button. Please hit it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. So today we are making this blouse. I have a video on how to cut this already. So this is a sewing video. If this is like what you want to watch and learn how to make, please stay tuned and enjoy the video. So if you want to learn how to cut it, I have a part 1 video of how to cut the style. This is the sewing process. Thank you. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is Sima Gold. So and the part 1 of this video, if you miss the part 1, you might just need to go back there so you can know how we came about to this extent. And trust me, you really need to watch the part 1 because that's the basic for whatever we have on this table right now. So I've cut my fabric, put my stay, and I've cut my wadding. I've cut the wadding for these two, and this part that is here, I cut it out first and I have it aside. The same thing for the back, and I'll keep it aside first. So I have my front here and here. So while trying to cut my fabric, I felt I needed to come upward more by extra 2 inches so I could get that really nice shape I wanted. You know, we came up by 2 inches before. I still came up by 2 inches. So it's your choice. So it's your choice if you want to still come up more. So what we're going to do right now, this side that have more of the V stuff, I still feel the need to come inward by at least 1.5, and here by at least half, making sure that they meet at the point of 1 inch below the waist measurement, at the point below the waist measurement. So after doing that, I will just cut it out. And I'll come to this part. Mind you, I'm cutting it together with the lining, so I would have the same thing. So I'll cut it out here too, so that at the end of the day, this is what we're going to be having. So what I will do right now is to go to my sewing machine. I'll just couple it. For this part, I will start from this waist part, the waistline. I came down 1 inch from my waist measurement, so I will just couple from here upward. But for this, I will couple from here, from the down part upward. And I have my back measurement. I have my back fabric here too. So I will just do the same thing. I would couple and couple all to just join them together. And then for the back, I'll turn it. I won't turn with the lining first. I'll just join the fabric to fabric, lining to lining, and then we'll come back to the table to talk about the cape design that will be on the neck. So I'm done joining it, and I joined the shoulder of this. Now this is the back, the other side of it, and the lining. So I'll lay it aside first. Now this is the lining for the other part. I've done join and join the shoulder, and I'll lay it aside. So the first thing I'm going to be doing right now is to get the cape that would come from here down to this point. The cape that will come from here down to this point. So what I will do first of all is to get my paper, and I'll fold it on bias. So I will just fold on bias. Anything that has to do with a bit curvy or something, I love to do that on folded on bias, because that way the fabric is not one way. It's actually, the pattern is not one way, it's actually two way, and it makes it easy for relaxation. So after having folded on bias, as you can see on the picture, the design went from here down to this part, And for the back, it got to the back down to the zipper part. So that's why we have this front and back here. So what I will do now, first of all, is to take this inside this part. This part is going to be sewn on the other hand that I took cut off before. Is to take this inside first and follow this shape, which is the shape of my neck, to the back and into the zipper along one side. So having done that, the next thing I'll do is to take this off. So this is what we have. I'm now to determine how much depth I want this to have. So I think I'm okay with 4 inches. So I will just mark 4 inches. This could just to be lesser than 4 inches. Just like that. And 4 inches. So having done this, what I will do is to get this back, place it, and take note of my shoulder points. Then this part, that is the armhole part, this is how it's going to be. I want it to get into this armhole like this, so it doesn't have a reason to be fraying out or not balancing well. So I'll take this off and I'll just connect this like this. Then I'll take this away. So having done this, we can say that the one part of the cape is ready and we can cut it out. So this is what we have. And this is the shoulder part. So I'll keep this aside and let's cut for the back. So what I will just do is to go to this other side. I'll take this part, this back, still folded on bias. I'll just tuck in this part in, and then I'll connect. So having cut out this, I have my black fabric I want to use for the design. So all I need to do is to place it and cut. So after cutting, I will notch the shoulder part. This is very important. Then I will cut the lining of this, or I will use the same fabric for it. Then I will attach my stay on it. After attaching my stay, I'll pick up my fabric. After attaching my stay, I will turn it inside out. Then I will go to my sewing machine, place it very well, like this. This should enter here. Then when I get to this part, I will loosen it out a little bit and just turn this place. So all I need to do is just to sew round, get to this part, then top stitch here. After doing that, I'll come to the table and show us the next thing to do. So I'm done sewing this. So this is what we have. You can see that I just sew it round here to the zipper part. When I came here, I just folded it in a little bit and top stitched. So the next thing I'll be doing, remember that I said we should cut this place out before and keep. Now I have 2 pieces of it for the front, 2 pieces of it for the back. So this is the time to use it. I will take this and I will attach it to this point. When I attach it to this point, you see that this part that is left will be sewn in and it becomes complete. I'll take the back. And I'll sew it this way too. Then this other part, I'll complete it like this. I'll repeat the same thing for the linings. After doing that, I'll bring it back and then we'll do the next step for the second cape. So I'm done joining it to this and doing the same thing at the back. Then I joined it together at the shoulder, and I did the same thing for the lining. So the next thing we are going to be doing is to cut the cape design for this other part. As the same way we did this, our pattern should be on bias folding. Then here should be open wide. And then I'll follow the shape of my neck. Then I'll mark the middle point, that's the shoulder point. Then I'll lay this aside. What I will do now, when it comes to the front, I will just mark. This is for the front, this is for the back. I will just mark about, say, 1 inch here. At this point, I'll mark, say, 4 inches. Then I'll give it this, I'll connect it like this at this shoulder part. This is the shoulder. Then I will just continue the 4 inches round. So let me mark the 4 inches round. Now this is the back, this is the zipper part. Then I'll curve it. I'll use the curve to connect it. So this way we've gotten the other part of the cape. So now we'll cut out. So this is what we have. This is the front. You can see the shape we have at the front. So what I will do now is to cut this in 2 places. One will serve as the main fabric and one will serve as the lining. So I'll just go ahead to cut. So I have this now. I'm going to notch this part, that is the shoulder part. So all I need to do is to go to my ironing table. I'll iron stay on the two sides, turn the hemming part, and then fix it from here. Fix it from here down to the back part. So I'm done adding this. So we have a full cape down to the back. After doing this, I'm going to bring my lining. I'm going to get my hemming gum, and I have my small crinoline here. I will turn here with the crinoline and the hemming gum. I'll cut. I will turn here with the crinoline and hemming gum. I'll cut. I will turn here with the crinoline and hemming gum. I'll do the same thing here. And also for this place, this whole collar or cape will be inside, in between the lining and the fabric, and I will just sew round to the back. Then after sewing round to the back, I will just turn here inside out, turn here inside out, turn the back, the hemming part of the back, and turn everything out from the armhole. So it's quite a lot, but if you listen carefully, you will understand it. I will just run over it again. I will take my small crinoline and my hemming gum, and I will use it to turn this point. Then I will turn this point. I will still use the crinoline and hemming gum to turn here and turn here. The same thing is going to happen at the hemming part of the back. Crinoline and hemming gum, put it there and turn. After that, to turn the cape and the neck, I will take my lining. The cape would be in between my lining and the fabric, and then I will sew it round. You can actually use your hemming gum at this point too, to sew round, so that when you iron, everything is going to be so firm. You sew round to this other end. After doing that, you can now turn the sides of the blouse, and turn out everything from the armhole, and give it a very good press. After giving it a very good press, you will now fix your zip. So when I fix my zip, I would come back and we'll see the next step to take, which is to just fit the side and fix the sleeve. So I'm done turning it out. So this is what the back looks like, and this is what the front looks like. You can see that our shape has taken form, and this is the cape. So the next thing we are going to do is to fit it now. I'm working with the bust of 42. So 42 divided into 2 gives me 21. So I would mark my 21. Then I would mark what is left. I have 3 inches left, so I'll mark 1.5 here, and I'll mark 1.5 here. Now my shoulder to waist is 18 inches. So my waist measurement falls here. So I'm going to be fitting my waist here. The waist I'm working with is a waist of 35. So 35 divided by 2 will give me 17.5. So I will mark it here. I'll mark what I have left, which is 4. I'll mark 4 here. I'll mark 2 here. And I'll mark another 2 here. Then I'll connect and connect it. I don't need to insert my hip measurement here. I will just connect it So what I will do now is to sew by the side. Then I have my sleeve readily cut already. So after fitting it, I would I'll fit my sleeve and fix it, then iron it out and show us the final outcome.
So our blouse is ready. This is how it looks. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos. Bye. Till next time, have a great time.